last two articles of our brand new newsletter are what can I do to crack down on robocalls, and how can I protect myself from digital deception?
I need that article.
The digital deception article?
Not that one, the robocalls, man. It seems it's just getting gazillions on my cell phone.
Well, I don't know why you, and I like how you always have to answer it. You could just send it to voicemail.
Yeah, I guess I could. I guess that would certainly be one alternative.
Yes.
But is there a do not call list for cell phones?
Yes, there is.
Oh, that's cool.
And you could also report unwanted robocalls to the violations department, complaints.donotcall.gov.
That's great. Well,
if anyone needs that repeated, then just go ahead and sign up for the newsletter, and you'll be able to find exactly where you can send all of those people that are not following the rules.
That is fabulous. Well, very good, etc. So that's our newsletter. We call it the Code. Easy to access. Just go to our website, jblfinancial.com. Either click on the floating one that's on the screen or go down to the bottom and sign up. Just give us your name, your email address, year of birth. I think is another thing that we like to know about.
We do like that.
And we're happy to send that out to you every single month by email. And if for some reason your computer's broken, it's on the fritz. Not a problem. Give our office a call, 314-863-0008. Again, 314-863-0008. And obviously, if you're interested in a coaching session with Aaron and I, we'd love to visit with you. We usually see anywhere from 3 to 6 listeners every single week. It's a lot of fun, free, and guess what? We're the same way with you in our offices as we are on the air. So we like to think it's a fun experience. I don't know if anything more fun than helping folks plan for their retirement.
I couldn't think of anything better.
Exactly. And so again, our phone lines are open.
Well, thank you, babe. I threw that in there at the end.
Yes, you did. I do appreciate that too, and it's really fun to do that. Aaron, you're third generation. I enjoyed the time that I spent with my dad, learning the business and also becoming an advisor, and so it's just great to be able to pass on that legacy of fun. And frankly, it's just great that you decided to come with me. So I really do appreciate it and really enjoy the time. So it's a lot of fun. Again, our phone lines are open. We'd love to hear from you. 314-969-KTRS, star KTRS from your cell phones, or 1-888-550-KTRS. We'd love to hear from you as well. Well, great. I guess, Aaron, while we're waiting for our callers this morning, why don't we go to our first topic matter, right? Which is we received an email last week from David. And if you don't mind, help me with this one, would you?
Okay. David is 63 years old, and he wants to come in for a visit this summer. He plans on calling the office to arrange a time for a coaching session with us to see if he's a rock star.
Woohoo! We love rock stars.
We do.
Actually, we love helping folks become rock stars, right?
That's right. Or just see that they potentially already are rock stars, which is always nice. Go. He's been a longtime listener of the show and says that he should have arranged for a session sooner. But hey,
never heard that one before, right?
That's so true. But also, the reality is when you're ready is when you make the call. So that's the best time.
There you go.
He's very close to retirement, and he wants to know if he should move his funds out of the stock market and into cash to protect all of those fantastic gains that you were mentioning a lot of people were able to take advantage of this year.
Well, I wish I had a soundboard because I'd have to do an right? We don't want folks to do that.
No, you spent your entire life accumulating your wealth by being invested most of the time inside of a retirement plan through your employer. You have the potential to be retired for as long as you were working, so especially if you're 63 years old. So you wouldn't want to change the pattern. You wouldn't want to change the plays of the game that got you to this point.
And, Aaron, we've heard very often is that, this mantra that has been this planning paradigm, if you would, that's out there that says you need to become more and more and more conservative as you get closer to retirement. What it really doesn't take into effect is the fact that we know for our clients is that we have to plan for them to have money, to continue to receive income, anywhere from, at least a 25-year period. So invested in being invested, as you said, is what got you there. Running away doesn't make any sense because if you're in cash, we don't really mind. But guess what? We're getting you reinvested right away, aren't we?
That's right. And isn't one of the more common paradigms, you take your age, subtract 100, take 100,
right,
subtract your age from it, and that should be your stock, your equities to fixed income ratio? I've heard that a few times.
Yes, we have. And unfortunately, that one's a little old as well. So there are some rules of thumb that are out there. Again, they're just basically benchmarks. I think you need to make your own decisions about these. But really, again, to answer David's question, I think a little more directly, if we knew that you were going to be spending or you needed all that money in cash for liquidity to consume it over the next 12-month period, the answer would be yes, you should be in cash, because putting money at risk that you're going to be needing to use within a 12-month period doesn't make a lot of sense. You don't want to have a loss of principal.
And not only that, but there are in a lot of cases, people don't think about the investment expenses when you purchase certain types of financial instruments that could create penalties for you if you're just buying and selling very quickly.
Yes, you're right. There's either brokerage fees or there are investment advisory fees, or frankly, there's also, you're right, internal investment expenses if you're purchasing and selling mutual funds or even ETFs. But for most folks, if you plan on using that principal, that capital, over a long period of time, the answer is you definitely don't want to be in cash. But we know that when we visit and create your game plan, David, there are some things that we're going to determine together, right, Erin?
Right, and the very first thing that we always determine is how much monthly income do you require from your investments, if any at all, to continue to make your lifestyle work. So what we do is, David happens to be 63, so Social Security can become a factor depending upon his situation. We take how much he's spending every month, subtract out all of the fixed income that he'll be receiving. Maybe he has a pension. We have yet to find that out, or maybe he's taking Social Security. We subtract those numbers from what you need every month, and the remainder is what needs to be generated from your investments in order to maintain that amount of cash flow.